Boston Ballet can be the most renowned company in the world and have all of the major critics in the world saying this is an important company, and we could die in Boston. We really believe that regardless of how relevant our company may be on the world stage, that if we're not relevant at home in Boston, that we really don't have a future.
How do you have a ballet company that's relevant? It's something that speaks to the people. And I try to do that through diverse repertoire, different programming, from big classical ballets to neoclassical to contemporary.
Not everyone is going to immediately connect to the art making. Some people are going to connect to the concept of education and access and making the art form available to the community. Other people are going to connect with the concept of the economic vitality of a city, that we have a part to play in that. We actually were one of the first major investors in the redevelopment of the South End and the development of 19 Clarendon Street. Clearly, the South End is a vibrant community for the arts, and so we're very proud of that history in the South End.
If you look at every neighborhood in Boston, there is a small business owner, there is a family that's looking at ways to kind of build a life, build a business. And dancers and people in the arts community have similar visions, similar goals.
Zakiya Thomas has just joined us in a new role here at the ballet. Her role is really to look at everything we do and to see how we engage the community in that work, whether it be on stage at the Opera House, on tour around the world, in classrooms at the Boston Ballet School, or in the public school system.
Education and Community Initiatives is really focusing on looking at students who simply want the opportunity to dance. We're currently in the 20th year of the City Dance program, which is really geared toward third grade public school dance exposure. And that exposure is happening in nearly 60 schools for over 3,000 students.
We do this because we've realized dance changes lives. It is very, very natural to our core. And for me, it's very important that we listen very much. We don't talk in our outreach programs because they have to be a match for the community needs.
In terms of the Taking Steps program, which is geared toward young adults 11 to 14, the goal is really helping young people understand the relationship between healthy living, both conceptually and just tangibly, what it means to actually be athletic and strong as someone who is moving and who's dancing, but also to think about what it means to have a whole, healthy and balanced life. Last spring in March, actually before my arrival, the young men who are part of the boys program at the Frederick School in Dorchester actually performed at the Strand Theater and were incredibly well received by the community, were well received by the Boston Ballet dancers who participated with them, and musicians and others who came to support the effort. Adaptive dance originated and continues to function as a partnership between the Boston Ballet and the Children's Hospital here.
We started this program about 8 years ago, and it gives dance instruction to children with Down syndrome. The kids love adaptive dance. You can see it in their faces. And their parents love it too because they see improved motor skills, balance, social skills, and self-confidence.
Boston Ballet's mission is threefold: on the stage, in the studio, and in the community. And the underlying focus is to bring excellence to all three of those component parts. It also seeks to provide dance education and make it inclusive and accessible for all.
It's really about this concept of community relevance. I want to be able to talk to people on the street, and I want them to relay the experience they had in the third grade with our City Dance program, or a parent that had a child in the adaptive dance program, or someone who had their first experience in the theater seeing the Nutcracker, or someone having a sort of a mind-bending experience watching a new contemporary program. So really, I want everyone to feel connected to the Boston Ballet, and they can be connected in lots of different ways, but I want them to feel connected to it, and I think that's what success will be going forward.